Hello everybody, welcome back to the final episode of Cave Story. We'll be showing off both of the endings other than the bad ending that you saw in the last video. In this, it was the last, no, it was 2 videos ago, god damn it. Alright, so in the last episode, we pretty much did everything up to the last cave, tied up a few loose ends. And yeah, that's pretty much, that was it there. We also beat the alleged final bosses of the game. We also opened this place. It's oddly enough, now that you've re-entered it, like after you beat the final boss, it's called the prefab house, not the prefab building as it was earlier. And by the way, the bed's leading to one side, and for some reason you can't sleep in there. I mean, I'd sleep in a place like this. I'm like a Nintendo Capri Sun. I'll sleep in this place. Let's see. Also notice that there's a giant crack. We'll go over that in one sec. Oh, there's actually... You can see the place where that starts to warp you, just if you shoot down. You can see that my shots end there. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah. Anyways, so, also notice that, like I said, how this door doesn't, open. By the way, you're locked in, after you get in here. This door, since this door doesn't open, there's actually no other saves after the final boss other than this one, or well, the final boss we saw in the last video other than this one, and so this is the only save. So, and since this door only opens with specific requirements, that means that, again, if you do everything in the labyrinth, you cannot screw yourself out of the best ending, because you can go in a door leading down into the, back to the last cave, and then go back and do whatever you want. But here, now that I've beaten the boss and saved after I've beaten the boss, I can't go back to the last cave. So I pretty much have to deal with everything I've got here. So, if you look at this book right here, this bookshelf right here, if you're going to give up, I'll turn back time a minute or two. Give up, and I'm just doing this to show you if the door isn't open for you. This is just the normal ending, as they say. The bad ending was when you escape with Kazuma. It's kind of an asshole move on your part. That is a selfish way out, you know? That sounds like a creepypasta. Somebody should make that. Anyways, you escape with Sue here. Oh no, it's a dead end. You have to jump. I don't want to be smashed by the stones. Can you do it? Come on, jump as far as you possibly can. Well, I'm not even going to. I'm just going to hold left. You can barely make it, but you can accidentally fall off the side of the outer wall. The island's falling apart. It's too dangerous to wait any longer. We need to leave now. Oh man, all of this it's going to die. All these creatures. Well, you're showing all the bad creatures. I really don't care by this point. If you're going to show them Amiga, that would make sense, but why is it showing all the bad places, the places that I hate? Anyways, but seriously. Oh, sorry, haven't played that game yet. But seriously, this is kind of serious. Pretty serious, actually. Would have expected more of an explosion. But anyways, there we are, careening to our explosion death. We don't have fall damage. Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter anyways. Kazuma catches you! That's pretty cool. Wow. I didn't think you were really going to do it. You destroyed the core. We probably won't be seeing the doctor a second or third time thanks to you. Peace remains. Let's go home. And well, that's the normal ending of Cave Story. It shows all these cool little cutscenes. I really like this. You can see all the descriptions if you look. Don't show me that imagery again. I've already, like, coughed by laughing. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that blade. I didn't use the blade. What are you talking about, anyways? There was no crack. There was no crack. It was always broken. Okay, that's about accurate, actually, to be honest. I like Ironhead right there. That's a fish. Balrog's just like jumping, like yeah! Curly just like doesn't even, like she's like pit. It's like yeah, she's passed out right now. Labyrinth Arms Eater, Chaba, Dr. Jero, Nurse Hazumi. Yeah, remember the last appearance of King and Taroko? Man, I really liked them. They died, unfortunately. And there was never any mod created to bring them back. Oh! But seriously, I'll get to that when I get to that. And that'll be soon, honestly. The sculptor, Numahachi. That guy that we don't care about. That I mentioned, that would be in the credits. Leaps and hops, critter, for every cave a bat. Possessed the door, that only makes one appearance. Angry charger behemoth, white mushroom pagan, worth eating giant pagan, only wants the egg. God damn it. Okay. Well, you could just read all of these. Just Jenko's enjoying her room with her dogs. Oh, look, there was a booster. He just came in randomly. Ticking time bomb, you remember those? Oh yeah, if you go back to that robot that we met in Bushlands later in the game, he's trying to start a bit of a party there. But you can see one of the robots exploded. So, by the way, Balfrog. I wasn't kidding. It was called Balfrog. Oh yeah, Arthur's still dead. Well. As you can see, we're all going to the surface, I guess. That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm Kazuma-ing. Kazuming. Oh, by the way, this scene right here, you can see that's their human forms, and they sneeze. And for some reason, a chew is spelled with a U instead of an O-O. Either way, that's played for laughs, obviously, but there's a mod, like I was saying about the alleged fourth ending. So some people say it's just a Mimiga ending, where if you beat the game with the Mimiga, then that's all it is, just alternate credits. But there is a fourth ending mod that I will get to. Anyways, the end, you see all the characters that are related to that ending, and it's really good. It's really good. Even King and Taroko. I miss you guys. Where have you guys been? Oh, you're dead. Well, that's it for that. But there's one last ending to show off. Here it is, guys. As soon as we fall into the abyss, we'll be entering the final area of the game. Get in there. The 290 counter is activated. Yep, this is where it comes in. A black wind blows through your body. All weapons drop to level 1. Here we go. Blood-stained sanctuary. If you go here, there's a bit of a hidden passageway. There's a sign right here. It says, "Welcome to Hell." Yes. 1, 2, 3. During this place, it also has a different title. Some people call it the Bloodstained Sanctuary. There's one more. People call it Running Hell because that's actually what the music's called, Running Hell. That plays right here. I might let it play in like the credits of the level or the episode or something. There's another translation for Sacred Grounds. That's it, Sacred Grounds. During this place, you will get a tidbit of the story. Some people say it's a little forced that the story comes in play here, but I say it really does. it really gets you in the mood for like the final area of the game. What? What is this? What is going on? I'll be right back. Really sorry about that, guys. When I played it like before turning the game off, like I went through this place, and these like little text bubbles that come up, and if you've beaten the game without like, if you've beaten the game within the same like time you've had it open, like without, you know, exiting, yeah, my friend will get that humor. You won't see this text again, but I want to see it again to show this. Anyways, this is the final, it ravels the rest of the story, and it's awesome. Did you know that a woman named Jenka had a younger brother? Remember this text from earlier? His name was Balos, or Balas, I guess. I'm going to call him Balos. And like his sister, he possessed magical powers that no man had. We just want to level up your missiles to at least level 2. If there's super missiles, that's a great thing to do. No. Okay, just obtained a life capsule, max level increased by 5. In total, I have a complete 55 max health. Anyways, he led and protected the people with his magical powers. They loved and trusted him, even more than their own king. I sense some tension in this story. Ow. I don't know how Curly got here, but it's kind of convenient to the plot, admittedly. Use the tow rope on Curly. Alright. Actually, if you try to exit this place without talking to Curly, he'll just sort of boot you back out of this door. It's like, nope, get Curly. And here is some, I guess, sort of somewhat cultural, somewhat religious imagery. It's a lot of angels trying to kill you. Just the idea of it is pretty cool. I mean, already it's a sanctuary. It's called Running Hell. There's a lot of like religious stuff in here. Ow. That's a nice image. Jealous of Balos, the resentful king caught and imprisoned him. His punishment was severe and cruel. Humans truly are terrible creatures. Actually, that line right there may or may not be a small reference to, if you talk to Booster with the Mimiga mask on, if you go back to Arthur's house, he'll tell you that he's sorry that his people captured Mimiga, because he thinks you're a Mimiga, and that we are terrible creatures. Which is kind of sad. I mean, you know, just think about it. As you can see, I'm getting pretty damaged here. Physically damaged. Balos was driven into a state of pure, uncontrollable rage by the punishment. Weakened by the torture, he was helpless to contain the fury. The king and kingdom was swallowed by Balos's wild magical force. The life that he loved so dearly was turned into ruins in a single night, shrouded only by fiery hot ashes. Yeah, it's getting pretty serious. I apologize right here. I will have to do a bit of grinding. I usually do this a lot. I really just kind of run through that last room. Then I take these 2 hearts, exit, and re-enter the area. Again, I apologize, it sounds kind of cheap, but come on, this is the final area. It's supposed to be epic, and it's hard as well. Anyways, if I remember from last episode, I mentioned that you get prizes for, like, you get either Easter eggs or some stuff like that for clearing this area under a certain amount of time. I have never done it, but maybe I can show you it maybe at the end if I can do it well enough. Well, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna look it up, obviously. You need to be like a friggin' speedrunner to get that actual like fast 3 minute time limit. Anyways, here, what you gotta do is just keep running and shooting. Don't even stop. By the way, as you can see, Curly is now conscious, and she's using her she's using her version. Well, it's the same version of the Nemesis. It's just as powerful. Sometimes I would actually suggest, if you don't have the Nemesis, even if you do, because you know you can still level it down by level it up, which in theory means leveling it down in this case, right? Because you know it gets worse as it levels up. Yeah, you can like just because you can level it up, I would suggest hitting a lot of enemies with your back, or well, curly in this case, like these bombs, for example. Like they take more abuse than a lot of the stuff here, and it's just best because it just gets rid of them faster. Driven insane by his punishment, Balos was confined to the floating island in the sky by his sister Jenka. That was all she could do. For Jenka, killing her own younger brother would be impossible. You see, this is the only problem I have with the with this translation is the like, as opposed to the English patch and not, you know, Cave Story Plus and all that. It doesn't really explain why not. Like, I guess you could assume, but is it because she's too weak? Like, I mean, I don't know. And then the humans truly are terrible creatures. It's almost like saying, like, there's no doubt at all. They are just terrible. Go fuck you. Like, I mean, I don't know. I like the other one better, where it says humans can be terrible creatures indeed. That's what the other patch says. And I guess it is still a reference to Booster saying that. Alright, got that heart. Okay. Well, again, like I've said before, I really like the fact that they give you these little tidbits of the story at the end. It just really sets you in the mood that, like, you're unraveling everything, like, just at last minute, and it really, again, I really love that feeling. Like, all the story just kind of comes together at the last second. Anyways, I was just getting rid of this second bomb, killing those two with a spur shot. Getting up here, this is an interesting tidbit about this chest. If you collect it now that I have, you know, what I have, max missile increased by 24. If you don't have the super missiles, I've heard that you get, not only do you get the super missile upgrade, but it's an upgrade by 100. It's pretty damn good, huh? Anyways, just gotta get rid of these since you can see around you, you can just, don't even need to do that. Jenka's witch daughter, Misery, is to blame for the demon crown. She forced Balos to create it. Because of this offense, she was cursed by the crown, compelled to obey whoever possessed it. The curse can be lifted if the demon crown is destroyed. However, there's gotta be a however, guys. The demon crown is essentially destroyed now that the doctor is dead, but is it really? That's the question, really. Really? Alright. Ow. Where that counts? Oh, okay. Now get your missiles out, aim up, and probably the quickest boss in the history of ever, but it can be kind of hard. When you have level 2, this really shouldn't be too much of a problem. Level 2 missiles, sorry. I need to specify. By the way, don't get crushed by that thing. Oh, the passage! The demon crown will be restored anew an infinite number of times, so long as Balos's heart still beats. That is the supreme magical power of his eternally enraged soul. It is intrinsically imbued into this evil creation, the demon crown. Yeah. So basically, the however means that we need to kill Balos in order to make sure that the doctor never does this again. By the way, back at the statue room, Halder Anachupone Miyakido, and the doctor's name, Date Fuyuhiko. Yeah, I just call him the doctor. I don't think I've ever called him by that. But either way. Once you break the statues, you get the real heroes of this story. Can I quote? Damn it, I couldn't read it. Taroko, King, and Curly Brace. Let's do this. Let's do this. We're about to fight the real final boss of this game. The corridor. Again, the lack of music really sets the mood. Please kill my master. Doing so will liberate misery from her eternal curse. This is the only way a recurrence of the tragedy can be stopped. My master's name is Balos. He is a man who cannot die. His magic is beyond any control. Well, if he can't die, why are you asking me to kill... I don't know. The seal chamber. It's time, guys. It's time. I've got this life pot, just in case, kind of like an E-tank, sort of. I'm gonna try not to use it, but if I have to, I will. This isn't as easy as Mega Man, in my opinion. Welcome. I am Balos. Long, long ago, I allowed my drive for magical power to grow recklessly without fear of enduring any retribution. A magic so powerful that even its own master was helpless to contain it. So furious and unstoppable was this force, that its fire consumed the child who adored me, and the wife who loved me. They were swallowed by its flames and suffered dearly, all because of my selfish transgression. I apologize. My eyes were fixed, and I was unable to turn away from the fiery horror, created with my own magic. I can only laugh then. Jenka sealed me away, with my magic raging more violently with each passing minute. I've waited long for this, for the person who will bring my immense magical fury to its end. Now kill me, or I will kill you! Oh shit. So this guy wants us to kill him. And his magic, I guess, is sort of making him fight back, in a sense. That's what I'm getting from this, at least. It's pretty cool, though, I have to admit. Even if it is a little confusing, admittedly. Okay. And that's it. That's the fight. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, shit. Oh! Well, he's called Balos for a reason. Balos. And I don't... You can actually stay right near his eyes. Like, you can just sort of get on his eyes like this. Yeah, I think people have done this before, but it's... I like this strategy better. It sort of ensures you don't get hit. Well, if you... I mean, it almost ensures you get hit if you go on his eyes, but here... a lot less. Also, you can get... I think you can get better hits, in my opinion. Alright, that's the final... No. Alright. Alright, fine. We'll deal with you. This guy, you just have to get in between the eyes that just sort of row through you, in a sense. Oh. You have to avoid the little skulls that he leaves. By the way, if you notice, this entire place is made of bones. And just skeletons and all that. Okay, now that all his eyes are done, one last turn, and... By the way, here's where stuff gets graphic. Spikes. Bloody. His face. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Bloody. Not only is this bloody, but just look at his mouth and look at all the... Well, just look at all the blood prints. They look like faces. I guess it's supposed to represent all the people that it killed. That this guy, this monster, this guy with this really evil power, he killed all these people, and it's something like a mark that'll never go away. He will forever be known as that one guy that killed everybody. Okay, I'm making that sound kind of cool, but I mean, just think about that on a serious note. Okay, I think we're gonna get away without using the life pot. Yeah, come on, Curly, come on, Curly, come on, Curly! Yes! And that, my friends, was Cave Story. The island stops in its tracks from falling. It stopped. The island stopped falling. Was the negative power weakened with his defeat? I don't really get it, but whatever. Maybe our work here is finally over. Can't breathe. What? Hot. Hot. So painful. The wall. Help. Can't breathe. So hot. We're both gonna be crushed in here.
Toasted!
Hey! How's it going? There you are, just like Misery said. You came here to save us? Hold on tight. Here we go. How's your head? A little beat up. Close. Such a narrow escape. I thought I was metal this time. I thought I was... Oh my god. I thought I was metal. I'm a robot. I thought I was scrap metal this time. Looks like we owe you yet another one. I'm sorry. There's no need for that. I did what Misery asked. Misery? As in that witch? Yep. Doesn't she hate us? Wait, don't you hate us? You two defeated Balos. Our curse was lifted thanks to you. Misery and I no longer have to listen to orders from anyone. I thought you were a bad guy, but it was just because of the demon crown? We asked for it. You have to remember, it was Misery who had Balos make a crown. Yeah, really? Have you not been listening to all of this? I didn't know that. Yep. And now? Now? What are you gonna do now? I can take you anywhere. Well, since you ask, our mission's complete, so I want to live somewhere calm with a nice view. Pardon me, but yeah? Can I get with? Sure. All three of us, we can live together for sure. Really? You can even pick the spot where we all live. But take us someplace nice. Gotcha. Alright. Hang on tight. And yeah, that's the good ending of Cave Story, as they say, the third ending, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, these pictures are a little different, at least for the first few. Yeah, so as you noticed, this wasn't just a kids game, or as you may have thought it looked like at first. It really does have a lot of violent type of imagery, and yeah, I wouldn't play this as a kid. It would be fucking creepy. No, but okay, that may have. Da-na-na-na-na-na. The Collins. Oh, that's what the Amiga kids were called. The Collins. Well, I mean, I guess I really don't have to say any more about this. For the record, the rest of this is just pretty much the same. Okay, well, actually, that's kind of a lie. The characters and all that are different, or are the same, but sorry, some cutscenes after this whole credit roll is a little different. In my opinion, I'm a tasty mushroom. Oh, by the way, Seal Chamber, that's just one extra character that they mention. Because obviously, I mean, you wouldn't see that in the other ending. That makes sense, right? Oh. Oh, I guess that whole Pooh Black thing was supposed to be like a nurse or something. I never saw that before. I didn't pay attention, at least. He was securing one of the cockroach things. Okay, this scene again. I guess Booster comes in, yeah. Well, the gaudy egg and the labyrinth baby, yeah. It was just kind of an egg, yeah. I don't really have anything to say other than that. Wow, one of them still explodes, even after the good ending that we have. Not great, but the blocked passage are called delete. Okay. Control Alt blocks passage. All right. Oh yeah, Taroko Plus, that's what it's called, or Enraged Taroko, I think in some versions of the translation. I like how if you saw back there, Monster X was just a picture of the cat. It's funny. But yeah, the Swollen Mech, Heavy Press, and Hate and Madness Made Flesh, Bellows. A few more credits left. There are a few more of these remaining cutscenes. Unfortunately, that still happens. Also, actually, something interesting, if you've noticed, after beating the Undead Core... Oh, there's Misery. She's a cool character. I like her. Yeah, after you beat the Undead Core, all the Mega cages are opened. Did they somehow find a way to escape? Just briefly, somehow? I don't really know. By the way, thank you very much. You can see that guy just bowing. It's kind of funny. I mentioned that this game was made by one single person. By the way, I don't know when that Hermit Gunsmith was really that important to the plot. I guess maybe that's just kind of like part of the theory that that the spur is necessary to beat the game, or well, to get the good ending of the game. But from what I can gather, it's not at all. As you can see, we have even Balrog and Misery. So yeah, this is truly the best ending of Cave Story. I should mention one last thing before I quit, because this episode has gone long enough. There's a Curly story if you get her panties. This is in Cave Story Plus only, though, unfortunately. When it comes to the challenges, there's Sanctuary Time Attack, which for some reason... Oh, yeah, this is oddly what happens to Sanctuary Time Attack for this one. I really don't know what goes on here. It was some odd glitch. Yeah, it looks like the beginning of the game, except with a messed up screen at the beginning. But besides that, as you escape, everything is it's the whole game basically, except you can't save. It's really friggin' weird. Also, with the challenges, there's Boss Rush, which works fine. Basically, it's just like you have to go through all the bosses. I've done it before. It's kind of fun. It's really fun. I mean, it really is. You don't have to go through the entire story to go through this. I think I just unlocked this Nemesis challenge. Anyways, the Wind Fortress. You get the the booster 2.0. I'm not gonna play through this right now, but basically there's like, I guess this place, I assume this was beta content that they just decided to like put in, decided to scrap from the game but put in as one of these unlockable challenges. But I could be totally wrong. I feel like they could have implemented the story somehow. Anyways, as you can see, I was about to die. Basically, Curly is stuck in this capsule, and you have to just destroy the machine that's making clones of her, and that's pretty much it. The Nemesis challenge, I've actually never seen this. This is new for me. Oh, we have the shitty booster right here. All right. What is this? Underside. Underside? What is this whole thing? Oh, by the way, you were never seen again. Maybe I'll just explore this and I'll get back to you guys in a sec. Actually, maybe I'll point it out later, but when I do another episode, because I will do something just for bonus content and for a mod that everybody knows about by this point, I'm sure. By the way, that Wind Fortress music that you heard from before is kind of nice. I like it. Not the best music of the game, but I really do like. I didn't die, I swear. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and if you stick around for the other content that I'm gonna play, if I do get around to it. Well, I mean, if you want to get around to me, what you get, just bye.